Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the weekly show with your host, Drew Carrick. First topic of the day is billionaire taxes. This is a hot topic, especially with the election of 2020 coming up. And a lot of the Democratic candidates offering all these different sort of ways to share the wealth, essentially, that the top 1% of Americans actually get to enjoy. And there are these billionaires, such as like Bill Gates had said that he's already paid $10 billion in taxes, which is more than anybody else has ever paid. And he wouldn't mind paying $20 billion, but the proposal that he should pay $100 billion was, where he started doing the math and saying, well, how much is left over? And that's where Bernie Sanders sort of chimed in and said, well, you'd still be a multi-billionaire and it would solve so many problems if you just gave us that $100 billion. But I think it's really a fundamental value as far as where are we prioritizing the American dream versus equality for all. Part of what a lot of Americans enjoy is the fact that it is possible for you to obtain this sort of lifestyle that most of us can't even imagine. We can't even fathom what it would be like to have iPads in every wall, and that's what you use instead of light switches. And if you really wanted to ride the jet ski every single day, you could. And as far as whether you could do this with $2 billion or if you need $50 billion to do this, I mean, that's the question for the ages. But it really comes down to, is it fair that some people can live a lifestyle that is literally the future and others are living 200 years in the past? Or should everybody have to be on the same level and the same standard of living? And it comes down to that sort of fundamental value. I'm not saying whether one is right or one's wrong, but that's really the fundamental difference that people say. I believe that I should be able to, if I earn it, live this sort of ultimate lifestyle. And it's okay that somebody else is living on the streets or in the jungles and fending for themselves and their own food. It's not about that. It's about what can I do best for myself. So it's kind of this socialistic versus individualistic mindset. The second sort of thing which is interesting is this week I've been mostly vegetarian, and I call it, like, I've always been the type of guy that's like, well, if you don't want to order a steak, I'll order two, just for you. And I realized though that it's less about being I'm carnivore or I'm a vegetarian, and I don't like when people are so picky about, well, I can't have that because I don't do this. It should really just be about what feels right to you. As long as there's no sort of religious reason or really vital health reason why you can or can't have something, then if you want to be mostly vegetarian because that's what it is, but you're out to dinner and you don't mind having meat but you prefer not to, but that's all they have, and don't cause a complaint and be a stick, just be problematic and having an issue. Like, I would never actually do that. But I do think that if we cater our diets to a sort of whatever it is that we're most comfortable with, as long as we're not bothering other people and annoying, then it doesn't really matter. And finally, what I'm wearing right now is actually MTailor, which is an app which is really cool, where you can go on your phone and you put it in the corner of the room, you spin around, and it measures you, all using the camera's technology of being able to judge distance and size. And it will give you a shirt fitted exactly to the way that your body is. And I have gone to a personal tailor before. I've also gotten fitted shirts. And this is on point with an actual tailor that I've gone to. And the price is really as good as anything I have ever seen. I customize all the options that I possibly can. It's not as many as you'd get from going to a real tailor, but it is, for the price and the technology and the order on your phone on the spot, and the way it fits is just amazing. This is what I'm ordering at least once every few months, just to get another to keep building to my inventory of shirts. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you next week.